Gang terror caught on surveillance footage. A barrage of bullets, 40 of them, fired on a street corner while an innocent family with a baby walks by and ducks down for their lives. Another man runs through the lobby of a building. Behind him, gunshots are fired. Everyone inside runs and gets down. Then there's another who's staked out inside a sneaker store. There he is, they say. A half hour later, he leaves and gets shot in the middle of a public street in Bay Ridge. 2 innocent bystanders are also shot.
Complete mayhem and terror. We refuse to normalize this behavior.
These are just some of the alleged members of the 59 Brims Bloodhound Brims gang. 14 of them, including a 15-year-old, were charged with a 129-count indictment on murder and weapons possession for violent crimes committed throughout the Sheepshead Bay and Coney Island neighborhoods in 2021 and 2022. Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez announcing the charges Wednesday and then reading text messages exchanged between those alleged gang members, describing the disappointment that they didn't shoot and kill their intended target.
They say it's a bad drill, and the person that we allege, Antoine Favorite, says, how was it a bad drill? He's asking, how was it a bad drill? We chased, they shot at their rivals. He says, because nobody got hit.
According to the indictment, the alleged gang members revealed an intent to murder opposing gang members through music videos, recorded jail conversations, cell phone evidence, and Facebook and Instagram posts.
There's a dangerous narrative out there that this kind of criminality has no consequence in New York City. That narrative needs to be rewritten, and today's 129-count indictment is a good start.
Despite that takedown, the Brooklyn DA says that 2024 was the safest year in Brooklyn's history when it comes to gun violence. He credits those takedowns and strategic enforcement from the NYPD. And the commissioner reiterating that these takedowns are far from over and that her officers continue to watch and will find anyone who commits a violent crime.
And not one trans woman in sight. Not one. Do you see any trans women? No, ma'am, you don't. Baby, when I tell you, oh, God, the stuff that I want to say, I don't say. Well, I say what I want, but the stuff that I really want to say in this, but, baby, let me tell you something. For them to be out here making the dolls public enemy number one, and they're the ones out here committing all these crimes, harming all these people, terrorizing communities. And here's the thing, it's not just the bandits. The YT bandits are doing the same thing in their communities. I saw something over the weekend where the K's, the K's with the hoods, the white hoods, even though they ditched the white hoods and the tiki torches for all black and red. Okay, of course they had their faces covered because they're cowards. But I saw that they were trying to protest on a bridge in Ohio, and the black folks there handed them their ass right back to them. Okay, got them together, slashed their tires. But here's the gotcha. The COPS, Miss Mag, helped them, the K's, the hooded K's, if you know what I mean. The K, the K's, helped them escape. They restrained the black people and allowed the K's to get inside some large U-Haul truck. Okay, but see, melanated people are dumb. They're dumb. Okay, they honestly, I don't want to say what I want to say, but baby, you're not going to win no war against them. You keep thinking that you will. You're not. I'm not gonna win no war against them, honey. You're too divided as a community. Okay? You're too divided. And you love dividing your own army. And alienating people that could be a part of your army. But that's another story. But ladies and gentlemen, and all everyone that is watching, do you see one trans person? No. So when they are out here gaslighting y'all, wanting y'all to believe that trans women are public enemy number one, they're gaslighting you. They're bullshitting you. It's to distract from them doing this. See, while y'all focus about, oh my God, the trans people, the trans women, oh my God, the trans women, the big bad trans women, they're over there doing that. Here's the thing, baby. Trans women have never been safe in society, but it's even more dangerous to be trans now because we have been heavily politicized in this country. So, whenever you hear of a trans girl defending herself, know that no trans woman is going to walk inside a bodega, a supermarket, a gas station, anywhere, a gym, and start mess with the cis heterosexual people, especially the men. Hell, the dolls ain't starting mess with nobody. If you understood the mindset of most trans women, you know, there's an anxiety that the dolls have when they're outside because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if there's danger right around the corner. You don't know if someone can come behind you from an aisle and want smoke with you if you're a doll. Okay? So you're going to have anxiety. So you're not going to walk inside no damn store and start mess with some guy. Okay? Here's the thing. The Jaia Cruz, I think her name is Jaia Cruz, they're still talking about it on the internet. Okay? They're still all on fucking Instagram talking about it. Here's the thing with Jaia. Okay? I want to see the footage. You notice that they're not showing any footage from the incident. They're not showing any footage to see what happened from the time she went inside the store. And this is why I want to find out the name of the store so I know to boycott it. Because fuck you. Here's the thing too. Here's the thing also. Law enforcement in this country, a lot of them are from the Republican Party. According to the FBI, a lot of them are MAGA. A lot of them are YT supremacists. A part of the K's. Remember, 4 or 5 years ago, the FBI warned that the biggest threat to domestic terrorism is YT supremacists. Okay? Dwight. I'm going to need to come up with a really clever name for them. Dwights. You know, like the name Dwight. Dwights. We need to come up with, anyway, whatever. They warned that the biggest threat in this country is the whiteys. Okay? And here's the thing. I believe law enforcement all around this nation is on board. I don't want to scare my dolls. That's why I keep telling y'all to reach out to your local precinct. Find the LGBT liaison. Establish a relationship with them. Establish a relationship with them. You need some of those people on your team. Some of those people are part of your tribe. It's always a good idea because a lot of them are cool. I have friends that are part of law enforcement that I hang out with that are amazing people. And they give me the TT, okay? They give me the tea. I'm telling y'all what I know. I think they're on board because law enforcement is deliberately not releasing any of that footage that happened with Jaia. They just want the trans community to be demonized and villainized yet again, which is on brand for this country now and this administration. Okay? They're deliberately, because I want to know what happened from the time Jaia walked inside that bodega and went on the counter, waiting on the side of the counter to order her sandwich. I want to see what happened. I want to see, because they're deliberately not showing us because they know he probably said or did something to that girl. No shade. No shade. At this point, my dolls, we need to connect. We need to come together. We need to pull all our allies together, because there are a lot of people that are our allies. You know, because a lot of our allies, there's so many people that are sitting back and they're watching. They see what's going on. They see how we're being villainized. Not everybody is a dumb ninja. Okay? There are some people that really understand what's going on. And they know how hard it is for us. So we need to come together. We need to pull all our allies, the millions and millions of allies that we do have, together. And we need to fight. Because I saw a Cynthia G, and I'm going to stop watching that heifer too. Because the chef that I want to say, it's not all black women. I love some of my black queens, especially the ones that get it. But there are some toxic, evil, horrible black females out here. Horrible. Horrible. And they're usually the same bitches that are out here. Let me shut up. I don't want to repeat myself, okay? There are some horrible black women out here that are harmful. But Cynthia G's talking about always finds a way to include trans women, but never trans men. They defend the trans. You notice that? The transphobes, the black female transphobes, they never, ever, ever talk about the trans men or the lesbians. They always want to attack the gay men and the trans women. Always. Always, always, always. See, I love some of her commentary because I agree with her on some things. Even though I know, even when she's talking about the black kings, the ninjas, she exaggerates and she kind of lies sometimes. There are things that she says and in terms of statistics, in terms of always moving the goalposts to kind of help her not seem like the fraud that she is. But that's another story. But you notice that they never talk about the trans men. And trans men, y'all need to get some of this too, because I'm sick of y'all being quiet. Y'all living y'all best life. Because these women that y'all know are transphobic towards us, y'all sleeping with them. Y'all in relationships with them. They're hiding you out. They're coddling you. They're supporting you. And y'all sitting back and not fucking checking them for the harm that they're doing to your trans sisters. Shame on you too. But I'm going to do a real long video just dedicated to y'all bitches. Okay? Alright? And when I say bitches, I call men bitches. Okay? We're going to get to you next. Because Cynthia G was just talking about some black guy was trying to uphold white trans women and blaming black women for trans women, for the LGBT oppression. And she understands. This is why I say she is dangerous too. Because she's not dumb. It's either she is intentionally being dishonest, or she's not good at context, pulling context from different things, or relating certain things to other things. Like, on one hand, she knows that oppression is about power and the power dynamics, okay, that happens in relationship. Do black women have power over LGBT? Of course they do. Of course they do. Okay? They're above us in terms of society. Of course they have power. And their actions, the things that they say, when you say something is an action. Okay? She's trying to say, saying something and doing something are two totally different things. No, when you say something, that is an action. That goes out into the universe. That it reaches certain people. It inspires certain people. Words are actions. Okay? It's just, to me, she's dumb. The stuff, the way that trans women have been attacked by mainly them, and how a lot of them will go out of their way to try to make sure that these men that they're into know that we're trans, because they think that man is not going to be interested, and they don't realize that you're putting that trans person in harm. All of this hatred and all of this demonization has affected the community where you have oppressed the community, stupid. Cynthia G, you're a dummy. You're a dummy. And the funny thing is that you wouldn't believe how many trans women agree with you. If only you wasn't so fucking transphobic. Because you really are transphobic. And I would imagine it's the same reason why Candace Owens is. See my last video, okay? The one where Candace Owens' baby picture is on the motherfucking thumbnail, okay? Y'all look like bricks. There's nothing about Cynthia G. There's nothing about Cynthia G that screams female to me. She looks, and whether she's going through some sort of medical crisis, a health crisis, hell, trans women are going through a whole bunch of crises right now. And all you doing is twisting the knife in our back. So, bitch, fuck you too. Fuck you too. This is a woman that is selective about her information, because she has such an agenda that she hates anything that is competition for her, and she hates black men. Okay? I happen to agree with some of the stuff that she says. Not everything. But how dare you sit over here and try to motherfucking demonize trans people? We're all in the same fucking boat. You're very selective about your intellect. Like, you use your intellect to either oppress or uplift. You know that there's a power dynamic, that you all are on a pedestal as opposed to trans people. You all have so much power that you have abused it. So much so that in the last 10 years, all trans lives are now in fucking jeopardy because of your insecurities. I'm gonna put that on a majority of you. I am. And when I say you, I'm talking about women. But it just seems like the melanated black ones are the main ones that are spearheading this motherfucking anti-trans campaign. And it's always because that they're jealous. Always. Because if you read some of the stuff that they say in the comments, oh, y'all titties are bigger than mine. Bodies look better than mine. Y'all look better than me. Like, where do you think that come from? Not superiority. That's insecurity, baby. But I don't want to get too much into her, but she's a weirdo too. Okay? Bitch, let me give you a piece of advice. You need to change up that fucking look, because we can tell that you're bald up underneath of that motherfucking turban. Okay? And we can tell that hair in the back is not motherfucking cornrows or braids, sweetie. Okay? It's given very Party City, Halloween, okay, you know, turban hair combo. Okay? Bitch, you out of motherfucking order. And this is what I say. A lot of women are not safe. And this is why these niggas are out here motherfucking shooting up the block, pew-pewing and pow-powing and pew-pewing up the blocks. Okay? This is why they're doing it. Because they had a toxic, evil mother. Let me tell you something. Oh boy, the shit that I want to say. It would fuck y'all up and it would make y'all angry, but I'ma tell y'all the truth. Y'all ain't no different. Y'all, yes, you may have been there, the only parent in the home for a lot of generations of black children, but a lot of you are so fucking toxic and fucked up and evil and harmful and abusive that you're partly the reason why we have some of these fucking kids out here doing the horrible, disgusting things that they're doing. Now catch that, bitch. Okay? Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna end it with this. And it's going back to Jaia. What if one of these bandits, and this is to my dolls. This is to my dolls. What if you are inside a bodega and one of these bandits that you see in the beginning of the video, the ones that are on the news, that are, doing all this stuff, what would you do? What do you think the situation's gonna be? You walk into a bodega and one of these bandits that you see at the beginning of the video is at the counter and he looks at you. What do you think is his next move? What do you think you being in a closed space or in a supermarket or a bodega with one of these bandits that you see at the beginning of the video, what do you think the exchange between them and a trans woman's going to be? Do you think it's going to be positive? So when a trans woman defends herself against one of these bandits that are out here up to no good, don't fucking judge her. What the fuck you supposed to do? Continue to be a fucking victim to these fucking bandits? They're scared of the white tees. They're scared of white tea. They love massa. They're going to continue to terrorize the neighborhoods and the community. Y'all need to fight back. Don't unalive him. But make sure that he's gonna learn. Okay? Bitch. If you don't have a permit to carry, there's so many things that you can carry in a little spray bottle. If you know what I mean. Some things that you can carry in a spray bottle, darling. That'll get him right together. And name him for the rest of his life. You better do what the dolls have always done to protect themselves. Because these niggas are running amok. Because not only have the white tea supremacists are running amok and they're showing their ass, the bandits are. They believe that this administration has emboldened them to do all kinds of fuck shit to everyone that they believe is weaker than them. And it's so sad that bitches like fucking Cynthia G exist instead of trying to pull us in to unite us all as women, as LGBT people and women. You could have motherfucking knew this is what you do. Anyway, I'm out of here, honey. My point is, I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. One of these bandits was in the motherfucking bodega with a doll. One of those bandits in the motherfucking videos that was pew-pewing and shooting up the block, okay, was in a fucking bodega at one point with a doll, harassing her. What do you think she's supposed to do? Take that? Have a good day. And one last thing. These are your children. These are your sons, your daughters that are out here doing these things. What does that say about you in your home, in your mentality, in your parenting skills. How dare you turn up a motherfucking nose and look down on trans people? Because it's mainly y'all that are raising these bastards, that are doing that are talking about us, that are trying to oppress us. Y'all more worried about us than what your children are doing out in these streets. Y'all more worried about us. Y'all ain't met us. Y'all don't have a conversation with us. All you know is that you don't want us to exist because you don't want your men to want us. Because you feel like, oh, they're taking away our men. Bitch, you're a clown. You're disgusting and you're a clown. And look at what your children are out in these streets doing, beloved. How dare you?